How are you? Welcome back to Wealthy Coin. On Thursday, after the US Federal Reserve raised interest rates by another 75 basis points, Bitcoin dropped slightly. But Dogecoin and Shiba Inu were among the best performing coins and were in the red. Bitcoin stayed above its most recent support line of $20,000, while Polygon and Uniswap both went up. In this video, we'll talk about how the CEO of Shiba Inu told everyone what will happen in just 48 hours. Today's Shiba Inu news. Don't forget to give us a big thumbs up, share the video, and subscribe to the channel to see the latest Shiba Inu price forecasts and expert analysis. Let's start the movie on November 3 without further ado. A few altcoins and stablecoins were trading higher. The most crypto tokens were trading down. The biggest drop was 7% for Dogecoin, followed by a 4% drop for Shiba Inu. But Rectangle went up by more than 6%. The total value of all cryptocurrencies on the market was just below $1. 1 trillion, down more than 1% in the last 24 hours. But the overall amount of money traded jumped by almost 40% to $102.76 billion. After last week's good bullish trade idea, Shiba Inu showed a lot of bullish strength in the last few days of October. There are some signs that the SHIB price will stay the same. Key steps have been set up to help decide what to do next. During the last week of October, the famous joke coin, Shiba Inu's price, went up by 55%, which shocked the crypto market. When SHIB was trading at 1,090 cents last week, the bullish theory said that a 20% rally was likely to test the bearish liquidity levels near 1,350 cents. The bulls proved the bullish trade idea right and then some by making a monthly high at 1,509 cents at the last minute. Shiba Inu's price is currently auctioning at 1,189 cents because bears were afraid to short the price after it beat day traders' predictions. Since the new high in October, SHIB is down 21%. The upswing brought in a lot of traffic and pushed the relative strength index out of the oversold zone. The share price is now just above the exponential moving average of the last 8 days. This is the first time the moving average has come back into play since the positive cross on October 27, which caused the extra 30%. The RSI also stays in the bullish area, which means the rise could continue. Taking all of these things into account, the price could face new shorts near the monthly high at 1,509 cents. At today's price, a rise would make the market value go up by 30%. If the bears break through the 1,040 cents liquidity zone, which is below the 21-day simple moving average, this could prove that the bullish theory is wrong. If the low is broken, there could be another drop to 970 cents. If the invalidation situation came true, the price of Shiba Inus would drop by 17%. A Twitter user at ShibaPlay_ made a lot of tweets in which he shared information from Etherscan about how the Shiba Inu meme coin has been used a lot in the last 24 hours. The biggest of these had at least 100 billion SHIB in it. The one with the most coins was worth 202,438,224,930. The unknown holder moved a total of 847.9 billion canine coins. Alert for a whale. 202,438,224,930. SHIB were transferred, and a total of 100 billion SHIB were moved to the market to be sold. This is the same as 850 billion SHIB, which is worth $10,268,000. A few days before that, the head of Goldstein Media and cryptocurrency influencer David Goldstein said that he would buy more Shiba Inus to add to his stash. He was going to try to get about 2 million meme coins. He said that he is a big fan of Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, which was a confirmation of his support for SHIB. No matter what maximalists in these groups think of him for supporting a competing coin, he will continue to do so. The last local high for SHIB was $0. 1,415, which is 15% less than it was a few days ago. The price ranges from 12.3 cents to 12.3 cents. Shiba Inu Layer 2 Builders Unification has shared the most recent information about the June 2022 launch of the Shibarium. Unification said that Shibarium's public beta testing could start in the third quarter of 2022 or later. Shiba Inu makers were not able to launch Shibarium in the third quarter of 2022, which was a good thing. So, the social media community pushed the team hard to give them details on how the Shibarium launch was going. Satoshi Kusama, who was in charge of making Shiba Inu, said that he keeps getting asked about the release of Shibarium. In his answer, Kusama said it would be shown soon, but he didn't say when. In a blog post, the Unification Foundation said that it is working hard to make a safe product that can be used by people with vision problems. We hear and think about the question of when this project will be done every day, but it's much more important for us to work with and support the team to make sure that on November 3, 2022, they have the most safe and useful vision and product possible. Shiba Inu put out the official player's guide for Shiba Eternity. The 150-page book was broken up into 4 parts. During the letting go, Satoshi Kusama told the community he was sorry for the one-day delay and gave hints about when Shibarium might go into test. He said that the Shiba Eternity and Shibarium would both be promoted before the beta release. Kusama also talked about Shiba Eternity's recent big successes, such as having over 250,000 downloads on iOS and Android and fixing bugs, among other things. He also said that the game's update would come out later in the month. Shiba Eternity, a unique NFT drop on OpenSea, will be a part of the game. Prices for the art run from 0.1 ETH to 1000 ETH. The Unification Foundation has also said that its relationship with the Shibarium team will continue to be a top priority for an outside project this year. The team also said that they would do everything they could to make the Shibarium start successful and get ready for the public beta release. Unification showed some of the work that is still being done on the alpha version. In a helpful post, the builders of Shibarium said that the internal alpha is still being improved every day so that it can meet the needs of a large number of people who are waiting for it. Because of this, the core team has been working quickly and furiously on our advisory, and a public beta version is almost ready. When is soon, and we are excited to support, develop, and share a public update on the product soon. Less than a week remains until the midterm elections in the US. All 435 places in the House and 35 of the 100 seats in the Senate are up for grabs this year. The stock market has done better in the past after midterm elections. Some buyers think that crypto will also go up after November 8th, which is the day of the election. Since the connection between Bitcoin and major stock indexes has stayed high for 17 of the 19 midterm elections since 1946, the stock market did better in the 6 months after the election than it did in the 6 months before. According to a study by Charles Schwab, the main reason is that investors are worried about the future in the months before the election. Lennon's chief strategy officer and co-founder, Maurizio Di Bartolomeo, says that as things become clearer, investors become more secure and bid up the market. Tim Holland, the chief investment officer at Orion